All right, listen up, everybody. If you all don't quit asking me for stuff, nobody's getting a thing.
The rush of the holiday travel season is nearly upon us as a record number of Americans in the millions hit the highways and cramped airports all across the nation. Does Mother Nature have any tricks up her sleeve to foil your travel plans? Find out in today's report. Welcome back, everybody, to the Weather Nerds YouTube page. I'm meteorologist Greg Majeski, and before we get started, I first want to thank all my subscribers, all 373 of you, as we're starting this new page. And for the 90% of viewers who haven't yet subscribed, please consider it. It would be nice to provide you with the weather information that you need on a regular basis. As we're going to be looking at the busiest travel week ahead, of course, you can see the hubs over here. We do have some potential delays out there, not only affecting the airports, but also the highways as well. So let's go ahead and dive into the latest models for next week. So we're looking at the European model again, heading into next week, the busy travel week starting off on Monday, and we're going to step you all the way in to Thanksgiving Day so you can see how things are going to progress as we go into next week. So we've got a weak area of low pressure here across Oklahoma. We're getting some moisture starting to stream back in out of the Gulf of Mexico, even getting back over toward Denver. We're also going to be watching for some colder air up here across Canada that's going to be kind of coming into the country, and these two systems are going to kind of merge a little bit and cause some major problems, especially across the Northeast as we progress through the next couple of days. So as a way to step you through here, again, this is on Monday morning, and I'm going to step you throughout the day as we head into late in the afternoon. We're noticing the rainy weather kind of increasing across the southeast, so areas from Birmingham over to Jackson, over toward Atlanta, getting kind of wet there. So if you're having any travel plans on Monday, watch out for that. But this low is going to continue to move up toward the north and east as that high pressure kind of gives way as we go into Tuesday. So again, we're going to step forward here again, going into Tuesday morning. Here's Tuesday morning as we see things kind of going downhill across the mid-Atlantic. We're talking about Baltimore, Washington, getting down toward Richmond, getting in on the wet weather. Here comes the cold front here. That's going to be kind of invigorating our system a little bit as it continues to move in and bringing in the cold air that'll settle in for a big chunk of the country, especially heading into Thanksgiving Day. So again, progressing forward here to Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday evening on November the 22nd, or 21st, I should say. And you see things looking quite damp and wet. So late in the day, heading into Tuesday, we could see some major travel delays and travel weather-related delays across New York City, and also heading into Boston as well as that frontal system begins to move through the area. Now, as we go into Wednesday, things begin to improve across the Northeast. So by the time we go into Wednesday morning here, this is Wednesday morning, you're still seeing some snows across portions of Maine, and a big area of low pressure up here as well. May set off some possibility of some snows across the Great Lakes as we go through time, but you got this cold air really streaming in here across a big chunk of the nation on Wednesday. And I think by the time we head on late in the day on Wednesday, which is when a lot of folks do get on the roads, look what's going on across the country. Looking very good overall. Most of the country looking very quiet. It will be a bit cold up toward the north, but as far as traveling on Wednesday, Wednesday is looking pretty good. This is late in the day on Wednesday. Things are looking very quiet indeed. And then finally, stepping forward into Thursday morning, again, it's looking quiet. We do have a little weak system out here setting up maybe some snows and some rains across the Pacific Northwest, heading into Idaho with some snow. But otherwise, not looking too bad. Maybe a few showers down toward Miami, but the bulk of the country looking very quiet. Again, maybe a few lake effect snow showers, not out of the question. But the day on Thanksgiving Day is looking very good, although it will be cold for portions of the country. Let's take a look at those temperatures. Shifting gears over to the temperatures for next week on Monday, November the 20th. It's definitely very mild across the bulk of the country, except for maybe the areas of New England where we're seeing temperatures here below freezing for the start of your morning. But as we progress through the day, very warm across the southeast, to say the least. You're looking at temperatures, a lot of 70s down here across Texas, back over toward Georgia. Very warm air to say the least, but as we progress through the week, things will get slowly colder across the nation. So when you wake up on your Tuesday morning, you can kind of see that cold air up toward the north, just crossing into the Dakotas and into Minnesota as this frontal system is going to be working down. And as we continue into Wednesday, you can see the difference across the nation just in those next 2 days, going from Monday and Tuesday, with some much cooler temperatures across the southeast coming in, the frontal boundary kind of moving in here across here. And so things will be turning colder across the eastern third of the United States. Daytime highs on Wednesday in the south that we're sitting into the 70s, cool off into the 50s. And you see the kind of the extent of the colder temperatures, the freezing temperatures of 32 degrees or below, taking up a bigger chunk of the nation kind of right through here. Heading throughout the day on Wednesday. And then wrapping things up on Thursday, going into Thanksgiving Day. Thursday morning, a lot of the country seeing some much colder temperatures, seeing the freezing temperatures in there as well. You're seeing 40s across the southeast. You see the sub-freezing temperatures running right through here. I'll do that one more time for you without the line. And again, it's going to be quite nippy, especially the Northeast, where they're going to have the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which could see some windy conditions there as well, which could always hamper the balloons. And daytime highs really not warming up a lot. In the South, you're looking at 50s and 60s, 20s and 30s across a big chunk of the North and heading into the Northeast. Still mild across Southern California, looking at 60s out there on Thanksgiving Day. And that's a look ahead for a very busy travel week for next week. So if you're planning on hitting those highways and byways, just make sure you watch for those weather conditions and slow down if you come across any wet roads. And if you're traveling by airport, again, check your hubs. Make sure you're looking ahead at potential delays, especially in the east, where you could see some delays there with the weather. So always check ahead with your carrier. Again, I hope you have a great week with your families for Thanksgiving week. If you could do me a favor, though, for right now, please hit my subscribe button and hit that notification tab. That way you're getting alerts whenever I upload new content. And give me a thumbs up. And if there's something you'd like to see, please leave a comment down below and I'll respond to it. All right, that's your update for now. You guys take it easy. We'll see you on the next report.